Bruce Willis, Jennifer Lopez, Megan Fox, Chevy Chase, Jennifer Aniston, and Michael Myers all have in common. Find out this and more on today's live broadcast of Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes. Hi, my name is McAdams. I'm an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal small business finance and also fitness. So I help people reach their goals. And I want to welcome you to this morning's segment. And what we're doing here is we're doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. Now, for the body, we're going to be doing a 5-minute yoga routine. And for the soul portion, we're going to be doing a 5-minute guided meditation focusing on relaxation. And for the mind portion, we're going to actually start off with a stimulated conversation and specifically related to the book by Dr. Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, this particular book we're going to get into, we just kind of started for the second day. We're getting into the 7 habits, but the book is broken up into 3 parts. So we're still in the first part. We're talking about the principles and the paradigms. The second part is where we're going to actually talk about the actual habits, which are also broken up into 3 parts. And then finally, we're going to do the conclusion, which is a summation of all of it. All right. So today we're going to be talking about personality. So for personality ethics. So for the last 50 years, success became a function of personality, of public image, of behavior, skills, techniques, all that lubricate the process of human interaction. So all those people that I mentioned at the very beginning, well, obviously they're celebrities, right? But guess what? Those are actually celebrities that are notoriously known to be difficult to work with. All right. So what does this all mean? We're talking about success, right? And how to reach success. Now, obviously you define success as how you do it, but we talked yesterday about those character ethics, and you can watch the recording for the character ethics, but we talked about character ethics. So today we're actually talking about personality ethics. So what makes those people successful? It's not who they are, right? It's what they do. That's how they became famous, is because of what they do. Think of like what's his name, Mel Gibson, right? So Mel Gibson was, this actor, this director, and now all of a sudden, he's in the news being with these racial outbursts and just drunken slurs and all that. All right, and then let's also take a new celebrity. Let's look at Lorenzo Ball. Now Lorenzo Ball, he is actually a basketball, and mind you, at the very, very beginning, I actually did talk more so about the entertainment industry, specifically Hollywood, but it goes with any industry, right? Any celebrity. So like, for instance, the music industry, the modeling industry, and of course, sports, which I'm talking about Lorenzo Ball. So it was purported in the news that he showed up out of shape for a Lakers draft, right? And think in terms of what this is saying. We're not trying to idolize what they're, of who they are. We're trying to idolize what they do. So in this instance, you may say, well, Pia, that's, that kind of goes to what you're talking about with the character ethics of like integrity, because why would he show up out of shape? But see, that's my whole point. They're not trying to, they're actually trying to glamorize him based upon what he does, his talent in playing basketball. And then one little slip, then all of a sudden they're going, now they're trying to put like a little bad mark on him. Now, to me, he seems to be an athlete of character. I mean, just to me, because I don't know him, but just by his demeanor, his mannerism, he seems to be humble and seems to have all those characteristics. But they're trying to make that a negative mark against him because of the one time that he didn't show up on, in shape. And, it could be several reasons. His mom was going through an issue, but that's not the point. The point is what we glamorize is how they do, not who they are. And then when it actually comes out who they really are, we're all like shocked. Like, we're shocked about Mel Gibson and being, with all those racial slurs, but that's who he really is. Because obviously if it's coming out more than one time, like one time doesn't make you, what doesn't really define who you are, right? But after multiple instances, you start to realize like, oh, maybe that is who they are. And that's important in your life and what we're talking about today. Remember, both of these ethics are very important, okay? So we talked about the character ethics yesterday. Those are important. And then today we're talking about the personality ethics. Those are important as well. However, the character ethics are the ones that should be the foundation, okay? So both of them are important, but the character ethics are the foundation. So what does that mean? It means focus on the why, not the how. Focus on who you are, not what you're doing, okay, when it comes to success. Think about who you are. Look internally to see who you are. And to end, I want to leave you with this particular quote. It says, "Search your heart with all due diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life." And that's from Proverbs 4:23. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for you. Remember, what we're doing here is we're talking about the 7 habits of highly successful people, and we're more so talking about the principles, and we talked about the and also the personality ethics. And I want you more so focus on the the character ethics, because that lays the foundation. Then once you have the foundation laid, then you can start working on how you're going to do. Okay, so first focus on the why. Okay, the what, and then go to the how. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for you. All right, so now we're going to move on to the yoga portion. I forgot. You may be saying, "Pia, you're going quick." Well, remember, I talked about character ethics yesterday. And if I'm talking about transform your life in 15 minutes, right? I got to try to get this down in 15 minutes. Otherwise, I might as well say transfer your life in an hour. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the yoga portion. Remember, guys, what this is when we're doing this transform your life in 15 minutes. This is like an insert. This is like a mosquito. Remember, I'm using that analogy a lot because I was introduced to it at a fitness convention with Darren Hardy, and I really like it because it really is applicable. And what the mosquito analogy is, I forgot something. Okay, I'll remember. What the mosquito analogy is, in case you're wondering, is this. It's the little things that can kill you. It's the little things that can kill your success or make your success. So with this transform your life in 15 minutes, this is something that you can do every single day, and over time, then you'll see the benefits. Okay, so think in terms of, let's say that you want to lose weight, and then you go to a restaurant and you order a hamburger. Now that one time that you order a hamburger, it's not going to make a big difference, right? But if you collapse over time, because if you made that choice one time, trust me, you're going to make it again. And so over the collective time, if you were to collapse it and then look, all those little bitty choices that you made individually, it's going to culminate into you being overweight if we were to collapse time. Okay? Well, the positive, let's look at that. Well, let's say that you decided to eat an apple. And so those little bitty positive or good choices, healthy choices that you make, if you collapse it over time, now you've lost the weight. Okay, so this transform your life in 15 minutes, it's just little bitty things that you're doing every single day for the mind, the body, and the soul. And then later on, over the year, and then when you collapse it, you're going to see that you've actually transformed yourself to being a better person. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the yoga. Now with the yoga, we're going to start off in a standing position. We're going to go to mountain pose. Oh my gosh, my music went off on me. Oh geez. All right, so we're going to look at start off in the standing position, and we're going to be in mountain pose. And what mountain pose is you're going to stand with either your feet together. But for me, it's my feet are like slightly apart, like hip distance apart, because I'm kind of not neat. And then arms down by your side, shoulders are drawn down the back, and the head is a natural extension of your spine. Oh, by the way, guys, okay, you guys know I don't follow sports, right? So that little issue I was talking about with the little scenario I was talking about with Lorenzo Ball, that's who Corey's favorite basketball player is, so that's where that came from. All right, good morning, Corey. All right, let's get started. Just take a nice deep breath, just to kind of ground yourself. Pretend like this root falling from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the middle earth. So just kind of take your time, okay? We kind of rush because it's only 5 minutes, but really take your time in mountain pose and really, stand strong as a mountain. So really ground yourself. Take a nice deep breath and just seeing where your body is. All right, inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to dive the body forward. As we inhale, we're going to look up halfway. We're going to inchworm our way out to the plank. And we're going to release our knee, chest, or chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. We're going to inhale to upward facing dog. And then curl the toes under and exhale to downward facing dog. And start to pedal your legs. Now remember, the downward facing dog is a resting position, so whenever we're in this pose here, we're actually resting. There's modification that you can do. You can put your knees down, you go to the tabletop, or if you're really tired or just want to focus more internally, you can actually go right to child's pose. Come up to the top of the toes and roll down to the balls of the feet. Now your fingers and your toes are spread out nice and wide. Your palms are shoulder distance apart and your feet are either hip distance apart, or if you need a little bit more, if it's too much strain for you, feel free to walk your feet out nice and wide. You can do the same thing. Okay, you can do the same thing in the wide-legged stance, downward dog. Your middle finger facing forward, your thumbs are facing inward, and you're pressing your chest toward your thighs and your knees. Let's go ahead and bend the knees in. And then exhale. Do it again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Bring the knees down toward the mat. And exhale. All right. Walk the fingertips back toward the toes. Inhale. Look up halfway. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up, arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Inchworm out to the plank. Knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Relax those shoulders and curl the toes under. And exhale to downward facing dog. Now go ahead and bring that right knee in toward your chest, and as you exhale, extend that right leg all the way back. Now go ahead and bend that right knee, open up the hip, and just give me nice deep Ujjayi breaths. Remember, you're looking for tight areas in your body, any tension or stress, and you're directing your breath on the exhale toward those areas inside of your body. Now go ahead and extend that right leg all the way back, and then bring that right foot in toward the fingertips. And let's go to high lunge today. So press your hips down toward the mat. Bring the arms up, relax the shoulders, the palms are facing each other. Nice deep Ujjayi breaths. Now bring the palms together at the heart center and then rotate and place your armpit on the outer edge of that right knee. Now your glaze is up at an angle over the left knee, not right knee. Your glaze is up over that right elbow. If it's too much strain and stress, feel free to look forward or to look down. Oops, losing balance here. Now go ahead and release. Place the left fingertips down, right arm goes up and up. Glaze goes on the thumb. Now remember, you're pressing your hips down toward the mat. Now bring both palms flat, and let's take it back to the plank and hold. Just give me a couple deep Ujjayi breaths here. If you need to, release your knees down toward the mat. From here, we're going to walk our fingertips back to our toes. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, flatten out the back. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Now look up halfway. Flatten out the back. Inchworm your way to the plank. Release your knee, chest, and chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now bring that left knee into your chest and extend that left leg all the way back. And then open up the hip by bending the knee. You're pressing your chest toward your right knee. And lift that right kneecap to engage your quadricep. It will give you a little deeper stretch in the hamstring. Now extend that leg all the way out, and then bring the feet, or the foot, toward the fingertips. Now let's take it up to the high lunge. Open up your chest, guys. Head goes up to the sky. Pretty sure it's a beautiful day out. You know, I don't see it looking up at the ceiling. And then bring the palms together, the heart center, and exhale and rotate. Now make sure that you press your palms together so that your chest does not collapse on that thigh. Nice deep ujjayi breaths. Now go ahead and release the right fingertips down. Left arm opens up. Again, your gaze follows your thumb. Now go ahead and place both palms flat. Take it back, hold the plank. Couple breaths here. And then walk your fingertips back to the toes. Look up halfway. Flatten out the back. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the back. Inchworm out to the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Let's go the upward dog. And then curl the toes under. And go to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and pedal and rest here for just a moment. Now this time I want you to come to downward facing dog and then walk your feet in toward your palms. Try to keep them flat, bend the knees if you need to, forward fold. And then I want you to slowly round it up, taking one vertebrae at a time, making sure that your head is the last to rise. Now go ahead and face forward, come back to mountain pose. All right, so we're going to go to the tree. Now with this standing bouncing act, I'll start off with just doing the beginner's version, but I'll show you all three different versions. Now in the bouncing pose, it may be hard for you to find your balance. So first watch what I'm doing and then try to join me. What I want you to do is find a spot on the floor and just stare at that spot. That will help you with your balance. This here is level 1. Okay? Toes down toward the mat. Level 2, feet here just above the knee. And level 3 is right here. Okay? So choose your level. This side I'll do the advanced level because this one is easier to balance. Now we're going to take the arms up overhead and relax the shoulders. Now you can't see my hands, but my hands are actually, my palms are together and my thumbs are together and extend it overhead. If this is too much for you, feel free to go here to modify it, okay? Nice deep breaths. Remember, to help you with your balance, just find the focal point, just find one spot and just kind of stare at it. Give me 3 deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Remember, your foot is grounded, so that left foot is grounded. All right, come up out of it and release and shake it out. All right, so remember, this here is beginner, intermediate, and then advanced. I'll go intermediate on this side. Okay, take the arms up, palms go together, greet, and relax the shoulders. 3 deep breaths. Remember, just find that focal point and just concentrate on it. All right, go ahead and release it down and shake it out. All right, so return back to mountain pose on the side. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, dive the body forward. Placing the palms flat, I want you to walk your feet out toward the edges of the mat, and as you exhale, release your tailbone down toward the mat. Using your elbows to push out on those inner thighs, bring the palm together at heart center, and bow your head. Release the palms down. Slowly try to transition your body weight toward the back as you come to a comfortable seated position facing the front. Make sure that you're on your sits bones and off the fleshy part of your bottom. Fingertips are down. Shoulders are drawn down the back. Your chest is lifted. Head is a natural extension of your spine. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Breathe the palms up together. And as you exhale, release the fingertips down toward the mat. One more time, nice time. Deep inhale breath. And exhale. And last time. Inhale. This time we're going to greet the palms together. And then exhale at the heart center. And namaste. Alright, so now we come to the meditation portion. So I invite you to stay in your nice comfortable seated position. Just kind of feel where your body is. Remember, not making any judgments. Just see if there's any tight areas of stress, and I want you to release them as you breathe. And just go ahead and just drop your chin down toward your chest and slowly close your eyes. Now as you inhale, lift your head. Forehead goes up toward the sky. Chin goes up and the chest rises as you're inhaling. Now as you exhale, release your chin down toward your chest. Let's do that again. As you inhale, your head and your chest goes up. And as you exhale, release your chin down toward your chest. One more time, nice deep breath. Inhaling, your head and chest goes up. And this time, as you exhale, bring your chin forward so it's a natural extension of your spine. Your eyes are still closed. And just continue to breathe. Nice, deep Ujjayi breaths. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth. Just take the next couple of minutes. Give me nice, deep Ujjayi breaths. Now I'd like you to focus on your toes. On your next inhale, I want you to squish your toes in and hold it. And then release as you exhale. Take a nice deep breath, and I want you to focus on your ankles. And as you exhale, just release any tension and stress in those ankles. Now your calves. Now your knees. Now your thigh muscles. Remember to let any thoughts that come into your mind just kind of drift away. Just let them pass. Don't draw any attention to them. Just focus on your breath. Now relax your buttocks. Relax your pelvic area. And I want you to begin to notice any tension that you may have in your back. And go ahead and release it. Now I want you to draw your shoulders up toward your ears as you inhale. And as you exhale, release all the tension and stress out of your shoulders. right, now focus on your neck and your jaws. Moving on to your forehead. You're doing great. Just continue to breathe. Let's go ahead and return back to the shoulders. Go ahead and squeeze your shoulders up toward your ears. And release, relax. And just take the next few moments to just enjoy the relaxation that's in your body. Taking nice deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Give me another deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now go ahead and open up your eyes. As you return, release, relax, refreshed and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. I want to thank you for taking the time to do that meditation with me, and thank you for taking the time to watch this transform your life in 15 minutes. It's been my pleasure broadcasting to you today. Your word for today is healing. Okay, so I want you to have a nice healing day, and I will see you the same time tomorrow. Bye. My hands are sweaty.